Okay, so coming to type 4 hypersensitivity, this is the last type of hypersensitivity reaction that occurs. This is also known as cell-mediated hypersensitivity because here the T helper cells are activated, or they are the ones who are performing in this particular type of hypersensitivity. So the T cells who are normally in action during this type of hypersensitivity. Okay, so now let's see about the antigens which trigger this type 4 hypersensitivity. What are the antigens that are involved here? The antigens which are mostly involved during this, the antigens which are mostly involved during the type 4 hypersensitivity are the foreign antigens. The foreign antigens or the foreign agents, when they enter the host body, they alter the self antigen present in the host or in the host. So the foreign antigens or foreign agents which are mostly involved in this kind of hypersensitivity are chemicals. Okay, they are the chemicals that covalently bind themselves to the self protein and they create a new antigen. So an example of this kind of chemical is the urushiol, which is present on the surface oil of this leaf. Okay, on of this leaf. So this leaf is called poison ivy, which is a contact hypersensitivity. So this particular leaf, which when it comes in contact with the skin, it causes type 4 hypersensitivity. Right now, these antigens, again, which are triggered by type 4 hypersensitivity, are autoantigens. That means they are recognized by autoreactive T cells, the T cells which are present in the body. Then these antigens, they may be derived from intracellular pathogens also. Okay, intracellular pathogens that may enter the body, from those pathogens, these antigens may be derived, and these antigens, they resist elimination by immune mechanisms. For example, Mycobacterium, which is a bacteria which causes tuberculosis. Now, this reaction of type 4 hypersensitivity, it develops in two stages. Once the first stage is known as sensitization stage, the second stage is known as the effector stage. Now, this sensitization stage is the, and what happens in sensitization stage? In sensitization stage, the primary, the what do you say, the host comes in contact with the antigen for the first time, which is known as the primary contact. That is the first exposure of the host to the antigen. Then what happens once the host comes in contact with the antigen? The T cells, they get sensitized, and after the T cells get sensitized, the memory T cells are produced in the host. So that this particular stage happens within a very small period, that is within 7 to 10 days or within 1 to 2 weeks. That is the sensitization. I'm sorry, not small period. This takes a little longer period. That is around 7 to 10 days or 1 to 2 weeks. Next is the effector stage. That is the second time when the host comes in contact with the same antigen. The second exposure to the antigen, that is known as the secondary contact. So in this stage, what happens? Since the memory cells are already produced in the body, so the reaction which is seen is within a very short span of time, that is within 1 to 2 days. And during this time, here, in a very short time, the tissue damage will occur because the memory cells are already present, they are ready in the host. So once the antigen enters, the tissue damage is seen immediately. So that is how this reaction develops in two different stages. And since the first stage, that is the sensitization stage, takes a long time to show the hypersensitivity, so this is known as delayed type of hypersensitivity. Okay, now let's see the mechanism of this particular reaction. How does it occur? So it will start with the T cell. We'll have to start it with the T cell. The T cell, as we know, are of two types: CD4 positive T cells, which are the helper T cells, and the CD8 positive T cells, which are known as the cytotoxic T cells. Now, this CD4 positive T cells, for them, when they encounter with an antigen, the antigen when they are shown with the help of an antigen presenting cell. So that particular antigen will be forming a complex with MHC2. When it forms a complex with MHC2, then only it will go and get attracted or bind, or it will be identified by CD4 positive T cells. And when the antigen is with MHC1, then the complex, then that particular antigen is identified by CD8 positive T cell. Now let us take an example in which this poison ivy comes in contact with the person for the first time. So that is contact hypersensitivity with poison ivy. That happens for the first time. So that will be the sensitization stage. So here CD8 positive T cell will first of all come into effect. So what will happen in the sensitization stage? The cytotoxic T cells, they get sensitized first of all. Then after that, in the effector stage, the cytotoxic mechanism of the effector cytotoxic T cell cause the host cellular destruction. So that will happen within a very short time once the sensitization stage is over. So here you see how it is happening. The site of antigen entry. So for example, through the skin, this antigen has entered into the host. The antigen infect the host cells. Then once the antigen infected the host cells, the dendritic cells will take up the antigens. The antigens are taken up by the dendritic cells. Then this MHC2 complex, see here, the MHC2 complex will carry the peptide of the antigen, and then they will move towards the nearby lymph nodes. In the lymph nodes, the naive CD4 positive T cells will be present. So this dendritic cell, which is carrying the peptide, will combine with this T helper cells. And when it is combining with these cells, they will start proliferating or cause differentiation of different T cells. Then it will cause different T helper cells also. It will also cause, form different memory T cells. So this is happening in the first stage. This is the sensitization stage. So this activation, proliferation, and mobilization of T cells is going to take place in 1 to 2 weeks. So it's going to take a long time. Okay, now after this, we will see what happens in the effector stage. In the effector stage, when the antigen enters, this time, instead of the dendritic cells, immediately the memory T, the T helper cells is directly the memory T cells that will be formed. The dendritic cell is carrying the antigens in this MHC, and the memory T cells, it will